Hi everybody, I am Naufal. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss regarding criteria for selecting a good research problem or the factors to be considered while selecting a good research problem. For the beginners, those who are conducting the research first time, they will be having so many confusion and doubt how to select a good research problem. So it is a task. So certain criteria are there to select a good research problem. Okay, we can see one by one certain factors or certain criteria to be considered while selecting a good research problem. We can see one by one. First one is significance to the profession. The problem that you have selected should be significant to your profession, or it should be having some importance to your profession. Okay, suppose you are a nurse, so it should be important to your nursing profession. That means whether it is helping for the nursing practice or whether this study is helpful for the patient or to the hospital setting or to the nursing educators or to the nursing students. So always selecting the research problem, you have to keep it in mind that it should be helpful or it should be important to your profession, whatever profession it may be. If you are a doctor or if you are a nurse or if you are an engineer, whoever it may be, it should be important to your profession. While conducting a research, it is not important to your profession means what is the purpose of conducting such research. So always keep it in mind while selecting a research problem, it should be important to your profession. That is the first criteria. Next criteria is original. Okay. Second criteria is it should be original. The research problem that is selecting by you should be original. That means it should not be the copy of other research or it should not be a duplicate of other research. Always your research should be new as well as it should be unique. That means it should be special and it should be a variety. Okay. While selecting the research problem, it should be original. That means it should not be a copy of other research or it should not be a duplicate of other research. Your research should be always new and unique. That is the second criteria. Next one is feasible. Okay. Feasible. That means practicable, workable or the possible. Okay. If your study is significant to your profession and your study is original, but you have to check the feasibility, that is the practicability or the possibility you have to check. Different criteria you have to check under feasibility. That is first one is time. As a researcher, you will have time limit for 1 year or 2 year or 4 year or 5 year. So you have to check the possibility of the time. With this time period, whether you can complete your study. While selecting a research problem, you selected a research problem, but by this time limit of 1 year or 2 year, whether you can complete that study. So the feasibility of the time or the practicability of that research in this time period you have to check. You have to confirm that. That is an important criteria coming under feasible. Okay. Next one coming under the feasibility is cost. Okay. Every research required money. To conduct research required money. So you have to check that whether you have sufficient amount of money or budget is there for your research. Suppose your study will be a very important one, significant to your profession, and in a time period you can do, it is original, but it required a lot of money. You don't have that much money. It is difficult to afford that much money for you. So it is a problem. So you have to consider regarding your budget also, whether you can afford the money for this research. Next one is availability of subject coming under the feasibility, availability of the subject or the sample. To conduct research, we required sample or the subject, right? So, availability of the subject. For example, you are conducting a research regarding lung cancer. Okay, so your subject will be most probably smokers. So, it is easy to available the smokers. But if your study is related to drug addiction and you are going to select the drug addicts who are using cocaine. So, it will be difficult to get the drug addicts who are using cocaine. So, you have to confirm availability of the sample, whether it is possible to get the sample. Is there any difficulty? Is there? So, you have to confirm regarding the availability of the subject also. Next one coming under the feasibility is administrative support. That is, while conducting a research, you need support from your college as well as from your institution or your organization or from your hospital. So, you have to confirm that also whether your institution is supporting you to conduct this research. If they are not supporting financially or psychologically, it will be difficult for you to conduct that research. So, you have to confirm regarding the administrative support also. Okay. Next one is coming under feasibility is peer support. That is your friends. The support from your friends or from your colleagues or from your other nurses if you are working in the hospital, means whether they are supporting you, whether they are helping you to conduct this research. You have to confirm that also. Next one coming under the feasibility is equipments. Okay. To conduct the research, we need resources. According to your study, we need equipments, different equipments. For example, if you are conducting a research related to ventilator, so you have to confirm that sufficient ventilators are there in that hospital where you are going to conduct the research. Because once you have selected the problem and while you are conducting the research only, you came to know that there is no sufficient ventilator in that hospital. So, during your research, you have to change your study. So, before that you have to confirm that sufficient equipments are there in that hospital or in that institution or in that area where you are conducting the research. And regarding the working condition of that equipment also you have to confirm. That is also coming under feasibility. Last one coming under feasibility is ethical consideration. So, to conduct the research, we have to get the approval from the ethical committee. For example, from your institution, from your government side, maybe from government side also, you have to get the permission to conduct some research, as well as you have to get the permission from your sample. You have to get the permission from your subjects, and you have to maintain the confidentiality of the answers given by the subject. So, always you have to keep it in mind regarding ethical consideration, whether I will get the permission to conduct this research. These are the things coming under feasible or the feasibility. That means practicability or workable or the possibility. So, you have to check all these things, that is regarding the time, regarding the cost, regarding the availability of the subject, regarding the administrative support, regarding the peer support, and regarding the ethical consideration, as well as regarding the availability of the equipments. Okay. Next one is solvable or researchable. Next criteria you have to consider is whether your research is solvable or researchable. That means whether you can solve this problem or not. While you are selecting a research problem, you have to confirm that whether you can solve this problem or not. Because the ultimate aim of the research is finding answer to a question or finding solution to a problem. Okay. So, the solvability you have to confirm. For example, if you are conducting or if you are selecting a research problem as you are going to conduct a research regarding existence of God, whether God is there or not. It is very difficult to get a result, or it is very difficult to prove the result, whether God is there or not. So such kind of topics should not be selected for your research. So insolvability can be avoided. Okay, so you have to confirm that whether this research can be solvable or a researchable problem. Okay, that is regarding solvable or researchable. Next one is current issues. Always while selecting the research problem, it should be related to the current issues. That is related to the present issues, the latest issues. For example, now also we don't have a medicine for HIV, right? We don't have medicine for HIV. It is a current or a latest or a present issue. But now smallpox is a disease, but it is not present now in this world. It was there, now it is not a disease present in the world. So we don't want medicine for smallpox. But you are planning to conduct a research to find out a medicine for smallpox. It is not a present issue. It is not a current issue. But the current issue is for HIV, we don't have medicine. So if you are selecting a problem as to find a medicine for HIV, it is a good research problem because it is a current issue. But if you are trying to find out a medicine for smallpox, it is not a current issue. We don't have any problem related to smallpox. So it is not a current issue. While selecting the research problem according to your profession, you have to select the latest or the current or the present issue. At present, what are the problem? You have to give focus on that. Okay. Last one is interest. Last criteria you have to keep it in mind is interest. To conduct the research, you should have interest on that topic. If someone is suggesting a problem and you are conducting that research, but you are not interested in that area, what will happen? Just for name's sake, you will complete that study. If you have interest in that area, you will have dedication and you will get a inner motivation to complete that study. So with full dedication, you will do the research. So while selecting the research, last but not the least, you have to keep it in mind, it should be according to your interest only. If you are not interested to conduct that research, means don't select that research problem. Always keep it in mind, while selecting the research problem, it should be according to your interest only. Okay, that's all regarding criteria for selecting good research problem. We will meet soon with another video. Till that time, thank you and goodbye.